I would be a little weirded out too, but you know what? You know what I would?
Look, I would be a little weirded out, but I wouldn't record. Why are you recording a random naked dude sleeping? That's the issue. That's the issue, chat. Yo, welcome back to the room, back at another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to DoorDash Girl Situation is Disgusting by Maury. Before we get into this video, make sure to sub, like, and comment if you feel like it. Let's get straight into it.
All right, guys and girls. So there's a story going around surrounding this DoorDasher, this woman. I don't even know her name, but she's a female DoorDasher who recently lost her job because, well, I mean, she was doing her job. She went to pick up food, and as DoorDashers do, they deliver.
Whoa. Go ahead and sub before I do something I don't want to.
Food to people with instructions right on the app, and on the app it said leave the food on the doorstep, right? So step 1, DoorDash assigns an order to a driver in the vicinity. Step 2, that particular driver, depending on how many orders they have, will pick up that order and multiple other orders before they are on their way to delivery. Step 3, when they finally get to their destination, there are instructions listed on the order, like leave it by the door or knock on the door or call me when you get there. Now, in this particular situation, and I've not heard any sensible takes aside from a few creators out there like Abba and Preach, of which,
yeah, like I've heard two different things. I've heard that she walked in and the door was already cracked open, and I've heard that she cracked the door open herself, which would be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If she cracked the door open just to seem like a victim and then came out, that'd be crazy. But I haven't seen a video of the door closed, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I was watching their stream on this earlier, but aside from them, I've not heard any sensible moderate takes on this. And it seems to me this is why I'm a voice of reason in this hellish landscape of extremeness on both sides. Let's hot take, and I know this is gonna upset a lot of people, which it shouldn't. But both of the individuals in this situation were wrong.
Facts. Cause look, I know you in your own home or whatever, right? But why are you fully naked ordering door? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it also depends if the door was open or not. But regardless, why is your door cracked open and you're naked, gang? Like, we really gotta look at bro. Yo, wrong sound, bro.
Yes, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Ha ha. Revolutionary, right? But to get into the meat and potatoes, she approached this guy's door, right? Apparently it was cracked or wide open. There's debate on whether or not the door was wide open or cracked at the time of her approaching this door to leave food on his doorstep. But let me play the footage for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm talking about before I go on my yap session about my entire thoughts in the situation.
Yeah, let's see. Cause look, bro, from this video, it looks like the door is just wide open. And if that's the case, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. They talking about that other video. I haven't seen that yet.
So as you can see, she's a bit puzzled, right? Now, everybody's debating on whether or not she actually, when delivering that food, saw the door was cracked and decided to push it in because she peeped inside. Maybe it was kind of like, you know, being nosy before actually delivering the food. Pushed the door open or not and intruded on this man's privacy. Other people are speculating that the door was already wide open like that. As you can see, she's on the street too. And the man is literally passed out with his pants around his ankle. Now, I'm just going to assume, because there's literally no proof that this man did this intentionally, that he may have passed out from an intense goon session.
At the same time, right? There's people who do that. There's people who order DoorDash, do stuff like that, and they are naked on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So you never know, bro. You never know.
He may have been, you know, very drunk. Could have been a Friday night. Bro probably smoked a little Mary Jane.
Buddy was freaked out that night, bro. Buddy was freaked out that night,
you know,
for sure.
Took back a few shots of tequila, tried to rub one out, and before he could complete the job, he just passed out. Like, it happens all the time. And as far as the door being wide open, we don't know why. Could have been a strong gust of wind. He could just have a shitty fucking lock. I don't know. Or maybe he could legitimately be a creep, a perv. All of that is speculation. There's literally no proof. Now, to put myself in her shoes, to play devil's advocate, since a lot of people are railing against her, I will say, if I were a DoorDasher and I approached this situation, roles reversed, it was a woman passed out on the couch, pants around her ankle, and literally she's just laying there, ass cheeks and all, I would be a little weirded out too. But you know what? You know what I would?
Look, I would be a little weirded out, but I wouldn't record. Why are you recording a random naked dude sleeping? That's the issue. That's the issue, chat.
Is I would not
can't be
film her.
recording
I wouldn't upload her to the internet. I wouldn't dox her. I would say, ma'am, are you all right? Is everything all right? If no response, then hey, I'm just here to do my job. I will drop the food down, and I certainly wouldn't touch the door to crack it open, which people are speculating that she did. I wouldn't do any of that. I would just leave the food there, take the picture for proof that I delivered the food, and be on my way. I wouldn't film her or him and upload it to the internet to embarrass them or whatever and claim.
Bro, just imagine, right? Imagine seeing somebody naked on the job. Leave it at the door. Clear instructions. Leave it at the door. Damn. Right? And you walk in, see something crazy, bro. Just leave it at the door and walk away, bro. You're recording it and you're saying, oh, I got SA, bro. He over there slumped. He's not even worried about you, bro.
That I was sexually assaulted, because yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's claimed that she's been sexually assaulted in this situation, which is just a reach. And I'm tired in this day and age, people watering down literally everything. People have watered down sexual harassment in general, racism, all the isms, all the phobias. Like, a lot of these words don't even hold the power that they once used to, because people just keep using them and labeling them for any situation, basically, that bothers them, offends them, or they feel uncomfortable in. That said, in this video, she actually named the man in the situation. She said a man named Austin orders DoorDash, selects the option to have order left at door. See,
she named him too? Now she tried to get bro out of there.
This is DoorDasher me has a female name, quote unquote, falls asleep on the couch with his pants down and underwear around his ankles and his front door wide open in 59 degrees.
I ain't gonna lie. He freaked out, bro. He overly freaked out, dog.
Fahrenheit. So this is what I see when I have to leave the order. In that situation, again, to play devil's advocate, it is creepy. We don't know his intentions, nor did she. But of course, because of his gender and the time of day and because she's a woman, there's preconceived notions. We all have natural biases running through our subconscious every single day. Unfortunately, that is what it is. So I can understand her perspective from her point of view. But again, the best course of action from that point on forward was to not film that naked man on his couch, because you don't know what kind of state of mind he was in. And if you were genuinely concerned, you could have literally just called 911 if you were concerned for his safety, which you likely were not.
But she wasn't. She wanted to go record it, go viral on TikTok for getting SA. She didn't care about his well-being. Let's be honest.
Could have reported it to DoorDash. You could have just gently put the food down, take the picture back away, report it to all the authorities you want to. And lastly, what you could have done was not upload it to the internet, because now she's been fired.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault.
No.
Hey guys, I just lost my job.
No.
And they won't tell me why.
Ma'am, the reason why is because you filmed a naked man in the privacy of his own home, mind you.
Bro, like, are some people just ignorant? Like, are some people just overly ignorant? You know why you got fired. Why are you recording this naked man, whether he's drunk, whether he was on a crazy goon sesh? Why are you recording him, bro? Just let him be.
At first glance, the situation can come off as creepy, but you don't know why he was passed out on his couch, and you uploaded it, a nude video of him, to the internet and doxed him. You shared his name out there. Austin, I believe, to millions of people. You're too much of a liability. Of course, they're gonna fire you.
They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation.
She live in delusion. She live in la la land.
And a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why.
Now, I will be fair to her again and say, hey, it is very annoying. I deal with this situation with YouTube all the time. They'll tell you a made-up excuse, or they literally won't tell you the reason why they took down a video or penalized you. So I completely understand her frustration. But again, I'm pretty sure DoorDash and you at the point in time knew exactly why you were deactivated.
So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working. And they deactivated me.
No. Damn.
Word sexual assault, when there's real sexual assault victims out there who are actively raped, like forcibly pinned down to situations against their will and their innocence taken away. Now, there are a lot of weirdos out there who want to say what that man did on that couch, him, I guess, sleeping with his pants around his ankles, is sexual assault. They want to broaden the term. Okay, let's play by that logic. Then I guess any form of public indecency is going to be sexual assault too, right? And this will be highly subjective.
Question, is voyeurism sexual assault?
perspective, right? Because I guess a lot of people are now just going to start being sexual assault. People who come outside with nothing but Speedos and stilettos on, sexual assault. Motherfuckers who don't shower on the daily and are constantly assaulting my olfactory senses. Is that now harassment to my nose? Harassment to now my ability to smell? Certain girls who come outside with literal lingerie, or mind you, I live in Atlanta, right? Women coming outside with invisible bras. You could literally see their big ass areolas right through the fabrics, and short ass skirts with no underwear on, where you could literally see their ass cheeks and their ass crack. And if they do have underwear on, it's basically like a G-string. Is that now sexual assault? Because in my mind, I wouldn't classify it as such. I would say at max, it's indecent exposure, and I wish a lot of people would kind of like not come outside like that. But I wouldn't say personally I'm now have been sexually assaulted. And DoorDash's response was,
"We've been told some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days. Want to clear the air. No one that should have to DoorDash deactivates reporting it." But see, the thing is, he finna make a new account and go crazy again the next night. She lost the account with all her money in it. All because you wanted to be a... Hey, bro.
We've seen tough, sensitive posts, right? So they fired her, well, deactivated her account. Technically, you're a contractor on these apps since you're not of legal employment. Technically, some states have tried to, make ride-sharing delivery people employees, but that's besides the point. They say, "We've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse. And DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it. Full stop. Point blank period. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected." And I 100% agree with DoorDash in this situation. They also say, in this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe. And that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. That is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated, along with the customers. So both of them were deactivated. All right, he was in the wrong for sure. He should have made sure his doors were locked, even if he was drunk or passed out from some kind of intoxication. He should have made sure after that goon sesh, or while he was doing what he was doing, all doors were locked. And she should have made sure that she never filmed that and never uploaded it to the internet. Two wrongs don't make a right. I also saw this one comment from the r/DoorDash subreddit on Reddit, and this one person said, "Missing info. She took photos/video of the man as quote unquote evidence, but then posted several places online before contacting police." So she...
Bro, everybody's saying all this stuff. If I don't see no proof, you might as well just be chatting. If I don't see no proof, that shit don't mean nothing to me. But
again, literally posted all this for Ladybug, so I'm gonna assume it's a girl. Could be a guy. Who knows? They say he's suing her for false allegations. My friend knows him. He has a door.
Where's the doorbell camera footage? These niggas just be chatting. They just be chatting, bro.
What crap? Got down to her account. I think she got like 3 strikes. So clearly, DoorDash is not on her side. TikTok's not on her side. The general public is not on her side. Aside from a few fringe weirdos out here who believe she's 100% in the right, which I don't think she is. Like, I understand her perspective, but I just,
However, there's a lot of people right now that claim that they saw her original video. And
I feel like she just wanted attention. I'm not gonna lie.
They saw her open the door because it was just open by a crack, and then she ended up pushing it the rest of the way through. And then there's a whole nother group of people that say that they didn't see the video of her doing that, but then they did hear her say later on in a different video that she ended up taking down that she did push the door open.
Where is the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? Niggas talking about they see videos. I don't see a single one. Show me a video.
Woman did was that she got her camera out and she ended up taking a video of this man. What we also know is that man,
and rightfully so, because that is weirdo behavior. You don't film anybody, male or female, on their couch passed out like that. You don't know what happened to them, literally. If anything, if you're genuinely concerned, call 911 and ambulance maybe, because clearly something's not right. But then again, that is the plagues of living in a low trust society where everybody is highly cynical and thinking that everyone has the worst intentions for them, and it's a toxic mindset. It really is. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I honestly tried.
Yeah, great video by Maury. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to sub, like, and comment if you feel like it, and peace.